Hello, welcome. This is your daily tarot card reading, and it is the health, wealth and abundance reading, okay, for the week. So I'm doing these different collective readings, and I'm going to make sure there's playlists with them all so you can see what type of collective readings I do, and you can just kind of click on the ones that interest you. I'm just not particularly organised. I'm more interested in doing my own spiritual work on myself, to be honest with you, than kind of getting all technical with the channel. So, you know, I just can't help it because I'm just, you know, I'm more like with my spirit guides and just, I don't know, doing whatever it is I do. So my consciousness work, you know, so I've got this book. This is a very nice book. My friend and brother Steve recommended it, and it's very good if you want to kill off the mind, because you want to live from the heart. If you want to live from the heart and you want to basically be the self, you know, the true essence of your spirit, this helps you to learn how to kill off the mind. The mind activity is the ego, and it's the barrier. It's the barrier to us being the true consciousness, the true spirit we are here to be. So that's a little extra there that I wasn't planning on sharing, but there we go. Right, so let's go into this energy. Let's see what we get here, because it'll be very interesting to see what we get for the health, wealth and abundance reading. It is the consciousness reading, to be honest with you. We're asking the tarot to show us what's going on for our health and our wealth and our abundance. And abundance is basically what you get from consciousness, because consciousness is pure abundance, okay? Spirit, consciousness, the unmanifested realm, is pure abundance. It's unlimited potential because it's source. Okay, so that's why this reading really is the consciousness reading, but I know a lot of people don't relate to the consciousness idea yet. They're not awakened yet to that level, although more and more people are waking up. I mean, I'm sure most of you watching this will know what consciousness is. It's just another word for the pure spirit and spiritual enlightenment, and that's what source is. That's, you know, it's basically wholeness, oneness, and pure abundance. And that's what we're tapping into in this reading. We're asking the tarot to show us, you know, what's going on with our connections to spirit and our, you know, our health, wealth and our abundance levels. You know, what's going on with that and everything like that. So we've got some cards here. So thanks for subscribing, thanks for supporting, and yeah, I feel like there's a lot of powerful energy. I feel we're all going through so many transformations at the moment, and I feel we're very blessed. I feel we're very, very blessed on this channel, because our spirit guides are coming closer all of the time, and they are supporting us on this journey, on this transformation that we're going through right now. So, you know, we are very blessed to have spirit so close with us, working so closely on us, you know, and you will find the physical reality really, really testing you at the moment, because it's trying to awaken you to a much deeper level, okay? And you are part of that. And so the reason why the challenges seem to come more deeply and more intensely and more harshly is because spirit knows that you're here to accelerate your awakening in this incarnation. Okay, so you've got to hold on to your consciousness and you know, try not to drop out of consciousness as much as you can. So let's see, right, we're going to go into this. We're asking the tarot to show us our health, wealth and abundance, our consciousness work, our connection to spirit this week. Okay, so let's see. Okay, well, the first card is one of the most important cards in the reading. The first card to the last card. The first card, the sun. How cool is that? The sun, right? So you know, what can I say? The sun, it's amazing. Let's see why we're getting the sun. Okay. It's illuminating the whole reading. So this is a huge awakening for us at the moment. It's a new chapter. We are opening up massively here. Now, there has been some blocks, right? There has been some blocks here with the Eight of Wands. Now, the tarot here is sort of saying you mustn't rush the process, okay? You can't rush this process of your awakening. You've got to slow it all down, and you've also got to try to make sure you're not doing too many things. That's another thing. Please don't do too many things, because what you've got here is the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups can lead you into far too much mind activity where you're thinking too much about the physical reality. And what we're really trying to do when we're awakening is we're trying to eliminate the physical reality and really be much more rooted in spirit, okay? So we don't want to be looking outwards to the physical reality. We want to be really looking inward to spirit, to source. So we've got here the Seven of Cups, and the tarot is just warning us against doing too many things, because we're in the sun. We are in the sun, and this is about our awakening, and we need to be focused on our awakening, on our alignment, because the sun helps us to align to source energy. Wow, look at this. This is incredible. Seven of Cups, okay? Don't think about the physical reality. Seven of Cups reversed, okay? So this is a massive clear message from Spirit to have the Seven of Cups twice. You know, Spirit is basically saying we must not be focusing on the physical reality right now. Every time your mind keeps taking you into what's going on, thinking too much about what's going on in your life, you need to come back in here to Spirit, because you're going to get distracted and it's going to pull you away from Spirit. Now, we've also got here the Ace of Swords in the challenge position, which is telling us to go slowly. It's challenging at the moment to take on this new beginning, because like the tarot was saying, we don't want to be taking on too much right now. We need to make sure we are being moved slowly. We must not rush. That was the first message, you know, this is the awakening. It needs to happen in its own good time. We must not do too many things. We must not think about too much. And it may feel like Spirit is slowing you down, but it's because your spirit guides, Spirit is trying to get you into your alignment, okay? Now, we've got here a lot of healing going on. Now, there's been some kind of ending, and to be honest with you, it's possible that you weren't thinking too good, okay? How can I put this? You know, whatever it is that's ending in your life, were you really thinking things through? Were you trying to rush things, cut corners? You know, because what Spirit is saying is everything had to happen the way it happened, and you couldn't really get something to work by rushing it or cutting corners, okay? But anyway, this thing that's ended is healing, okay? It's healing now. Now you're taking your power back. That's what the Spirit is showing here. You're taking your power back. Now there is going to be consequences for other people as you take your power back and you stand in your power, because you are finally coming back to yourself. You're coming home, okay? Everyone on this channel, you're on the journey home, back to self. That's what my job is, to help people bring back to self, because that's the journey I'm on. And it will have consequences for other people, because you're not going to be at their sort of disposal anymore, okay? End of, because you're coming back to your true nature, right? Now, Six of Pentacles, you're going to be receiving, okay? This week, you're working towards receiving a hell of a lot more. I feel you're going to be receiving off multiple people. Okay, now you could be receiving money, you could be receiving wealth, you could be receiving opportunities that will open you up to more wealth. I feel like there's more than one person that wants to help you, and Spirit's bringing this to you because you're honouring an ending. There's an ending that's happened and you're honouring it, you're accepting it. You're saying to Spirit, I understand that for some reason this thing had to end, and I wasn't really thinking straight about it. You know, I was either trying to rush it, or I was trying to cut corners, or I just, whatever it was. But in any case, whatever it is that's ending, you're honouring that now, and you're accepting that that's just the way it's got to be. And because you're actually listening to Spirit now, Spirit is rewarding you and bringing you help from multiple people. Now, we've got here the Three of Swords. I feel like there's somebody that's going to be in pain because of the fact that you are now moving on, okay? We've got here the Three of Swords, somebody in pain. Now, we've got here the Page of Swords reversed. So it's a bit like the first cards that we had, telling you to slow down. Spirit saying to you, look, you are at a new beginning, but you must not rush. You must not keep thinking about the 1,000,001 things that you could do, and you must just take every little step at a time that Spirit brings you, okay? You know, there's an idea, an inspiration that you've got, but you've got to be patient. Okay, now you've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So Queen of Pentacles, very strong energy, and Queen of Pentacles does not rush. You know, now it doesn't matter what gender, sexuality you are, that doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card. Things are gonna grow. Things are gonna become very healthy in your life now. Very, very abundant. Money, you know, resources, your expertise, your knowledge, everything for you is growing, and you are going to be receiving a lot of help and support. And that's why it's important that you're patient at this time. Spirit wants you to embody this much more rooted energy, okay? So the next lot of cards that we've got here, now you're coming into your alignment. You've got the Star card reversed. Even in reverse, the Star card is a very good card. It basically means that we are coming into our alignment more and more all the time, more and more into our authenticity, more and more into our power. We're becoming more and more conscious. We are awakening to the infinite truth of the universe all of the time. Let's have a look what else the Tarot's got to say about that. We're on the verge of a new beginning, and we're building a much more solid foundation, you know, so close now to the completion of a task. Okay, there was a task that we were given by Spirit, a challenge, and we have nearly come full circle with it. We are on the verge of completion, and this is very important because we are going through this major transformation. You know, we're letting go of the old mind patterns, the old conditioning, the pain body. We're letting all of that go, and we're moving into our true essence. And so we're really on this final part of the journey. And for some people this is going to be the end of addictions. For some people it's going to be the end of attachments. For some people it's going to be the end of karmic patterns that you've been running, old timelines that you've been running, you know, negative thought patterns that you were running. I could go on and on, but you know, you get the picture. It's the ending of these things, and you're kind of like really on the verge. And the thing is that it's happening slowly because you're building a much more solid foundation, and Spirit is letting us know that the foundation we're building is much more successful this time. So I think what's happened previously, you've not left enough gaps in each timeline. You were moving too quickly between each timeline, and you weren't leaving enough space to embed what Spirit was trying to teach you. Okay, and this is why this transformation is so important, because where Spirit's shining the sun, the light of consciousness on us, we need to be really clear of our old timeline and really clear to receive all of this abundance and consciousness, okay, upgraded, Our light levels are upgrading. So, you know, we have to be attachment free, addiction free. We have to be free of the mind patterns as much as we can. You know, obviously mind patterns are always going to keep coming up because the ego's got such a momentum, but it's about really trying to be more clear. And we do that simply by coming into the frequency of relaxation, okay? Because that is very, when we relax, when we let the body relax, that's really helping us to come into the alignment with spirit, with consciousness, and being in the present moment on a mental level. You know, once you come into present moment awareness, again, that's another portal into spirit. So relaxation and being present. No mind activity. You're accessing spirit, and then spirit can upgrade you, you know, and that's what they're trying to do. So there is an ending here. They really want you to let go of all these ruminations, all of this. Now, whether they're fear-based thoughts or whether they're just different options that you were thinking about or you have been thinking about, or you're tempted to think about different options all the time and what might happen and what might not happen, Spirit is saying don't do that, because it takes you into a place of lack. It's not healthy. Oh wow. You know, as you let go of the old, you're receiving. You know, you're receiving and you're healing, because this is unity. This is unity, you see. So it's you're healing the fragmented parts of yourself and transcending it all into a higher state of consciousness by letting go of this fragmentation, because this is fragmentation. Seven of Cups is symbolic of fragmentation, fragmented thoughts, very ungrounded, not rooted in spirit, too much out in the matrix, not enough in here. And what does that result in? You just keep getting bitten by the physical reality. The mind is ruling you. So you're very confused, very distracted, and you lose the inner connection to spirit when you're in that state, okay? Because you're too much in ego, and that's the wrong direction. The opposite of ego is spirit. You don't want the mind, and you don't want the physical reality, because that takes you into ego, and it's complete opposite direction if you want to go deeper into spirit and deeper into your level of consciousness. So what tarot is showing is this week, as we choose to let go of what has been not resonating, we're healing and we're coming into unity with ourselves, unity with spirit. And even maybe drawing in people who are soulmates, possibly, okay? I don't want to encourage attachments. I really don't want to do that. But, you know, that is a sign of a love vibration there. Living more from the heart chakra, not from here. Living more from spirit. Very beautiful. Now, also healing. The healing this week is in very, very intense. Look at that. Healing. And I think that's why, because all the swords are dropping out, I think that's why Spirit is really said through the first message, you need to slow down. You need to make sure you're not doing too much, you're not taking too much on. Don't spread your mind out there too much. Don't communicate too much with people. You know, stay in solitary. Because you've got a lot of healing that's going on. Spirit is really, really working on you. They're working on your vibration. They're trying to stabilize your vibration in a more conscious vibration. You know, because that will open you up to not only a deeper level of consciousness, but it will open you up to, obviously, the abundance of source. And that's what's happening for you. You are opening up to the abundance of source consciousness. You're not going to believe. You're not going to believe. Look, healing. It's healing. Ten of Swords reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and it's a Ten of Swords twice reversed. It's a very healing week for you this week. I'm so excited because I know that by the end of this week, you are going to feel much more your original nature. much more your original spirit. You know, you're very done with something. You know, you're done. You're done pursuing some kind of attachment or something that was causing pain. You're done with it. You're not going to entertain it. You might feel a bit tired from all the healing you're doing. Ooh. I just saw High Priestess. You have got to be very private. Okay, you've got to be very private about the work you're doing. Don't tell people. It's none of their business. They won't understand. Nobody needs to understand. It's unnecessary. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. So it's unnecessary. I'll repeat that because it's part of the read. Anything that happens in the reading is part of the reading. So it's unnecessary. That's what Spirit really wants you to say. It's unnecessary for you to communicate with anybody that you're done with, or any situation you're done with, or anything that you're planning. Just don't discuss it. You've got to stay solitary. You've got to stay wise, and you've got to really find your, you know, your connection to Spirit deeper. So, right. So now the final card, well, it's not really the final card because there are a couple more cards that I'm going to show you. But we've got the Knight of Pentacles there. So it's like slow, steady, gradual process and progress. You're absolutely committed to the spiritual path. You're going to receive abundance. It's a Knight of Pentacles, very abundant energy. You're going to receive much better health. You're on the right path to better health, better abundance, better wealth, more higher state of consciousness. It's amazing, really. Now, we'll see what else we've got here. And I'll pick a card for that one. Let's just pick a card for the Knight of Pentacles. Now, you may have to really think about what you need to drop. If you have got too much on your shoulders at the moment, you need to let go and just reassess what it is you actually need to let go of. And once you do that, whether it's physical stuff or whether it's just more mental stuff, once you figure that out, you probably will be successful. Okay, you probably will be successful, okay? You're liberating yourself from suffering. You're liberating yourself from the illusion that was in your mind. And you're putting very good energy into every single day at the moment, okay? Now, don't rush into any decisions at the moment. Lover's card reversed. Some of you, yes, may be coming out of an attachment. Well done if you are. Because that's the beginning of you really finding your true power. But if it's not that, then for the other meaning of the card is not to rush decisions generally. And that is definitely a message that's followed through this reading. Don't project too much into the future at the moment, because this week is about your healing, okay? And you just need to honour that process. Let that happen, and then you're going to be much more clear. By the end of the week, there is more clarity. You're going to really understand who you are, what you're doing, why you're here, and what you need to do next, okay? And you've just got to kind of be patient through this course of this week. Last card of the reading, that's what it's saying. That, you know, you're going to move from kind of like Knight of Pentacles energy, which is a more slow energy, into Knight of Swords, which means you're going to see things more clearly. You're going to be more ready at that point to make decisions. So don't let anyone pressure you this week, right? And allow your healing to go as it goes. Go into acceptance, understand what Spirit is allowing you to have at the moment in your life, and respect and honour Spirit on what they're not allowing you to have right now. Just remember, it's just a timing thing, and Spirit knows best. Spirit knows what you need to be doing right now. And This is the Sun card, was the first card, which is the illumination or awakening. Okay, and we have a lot of abundance in this reading, so we will be receiving much better health, better wealth, better abundance, more help and support. So it's really about just staying very present and keep accessing spirit. Keep, look into your crystals. Feel the connection to spirit. As you look into the crystal, you know that crystal is connecting you deeper into self, into spirit, and you can feel that, and that is your core vibration. It's bringing out your core vibration. Okay, that is your I am presence. That is who you are. That's who you're here to be. Completely an embodiment of source consciousness, a gateway for source consciousness to flow through into Gaia. And that's who you are, that's who you've come here to be. And that's what the Sun is helping to illuminate. Okay, so come away from distractions of the mind and into here. This is a good week. This is a very good week for the healing and for the consciousness to become more integral, more deeper. So, if you're thinking about going for a job, if you're thinking about your money situation, if you're thinking about your health situation, any situation, if you're following these steps, you're going to be successful. But don't rush it. Okay, just don't rush this week, because when we're healing, we don't want to be doing too much, because you need to honour that, and then you'll always get more clarity once you've purged stuff out, and once triggers have died down, and once mind attacks are over. Then you can feel spirit consciousness through you, and things make more sense. So that's the reading. Okay, I'm going to stop there because it's quite amazing, and if you do like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you'd like a one-to-one tarot, you can book in, just contact me, and we can sort that out for you. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of peace for your week wherever you are on Gaia.